I wanted to make this video because the conversations I'm seeing regarding the shooting in Orlando and the controversy surrounding it are a symptom of what I think is wrong with how we engage in social dialogue, and it may be a symptom of something severely wrong with our culture. When something of this scale happens, so much is made about who or what is to blame, and while some may find this distracting to dwell on and we should be focusing on the victims and their families and that's where our attention should lie, I do agree with that, but we need to take every precaution and outcome into consideration, especially when it comes to our civil discussion of these tragic events. The blame was almost immediately shifted within hours of the horrific shooting, literally hours after the news broke. The hashtags Not All Muslims and Gun Control Now was trending on social media outlets everywhere. Of course, regressive SJW types can't let a good tragedy like this go to waste and immediately use it to push their narrative of these sad events. However, I don't think it's just simply a political agenda or anyone trying to show the world their virtue signaling or remind us of something most of us already know, namely that not all Muslims are terrorists, but it's become a haven of self-righteous pats on the back resulting in social media activism. The gist is that practically everyone in America is responsible for this shooting. Everyone, of course, except the gunman himself or anything that he thought before the actual crime. Even you who are watching this video right now are responsible for the deaths in Orlando. This particular comment was left on a post on my Facebook page, giving the guy who commented a chance to think he's doing something noble and self-righteous while also making himself look like a jerk for saying he would make fun of people who don't follow what he believes to be the narrative thrust of this tragic event. But of course, I had to wonder in all of this, why would so many people rush to defend the religion of the shooter? I mean, we don't throw out the possibility of a connection with any other crime or deeply held belief the perpetrator may have had, so why not the shooter's connection to Islam? And why the defense of Islam all of a sudden? It's almost like so many were waiting by their smartphones and computers and tablets ready to tweet at the drop of a hat if they felt some cause to defend this particular religious ideology. And yes, it is a religious ideology, not a people group, not a race. It is a religious ideology. I'm not going to go into Islam and their beliefs about homosexuality. That would take too long, so I've linked a few videos that are really helpful in the description. Some of those videos may contain some strong language, just so you're warned, but the facts in them are on point. It's also coming to light now that the shooter may have been dealing with feelings of homosexuality himself. Now, if that is true, he may have sought absolution for his sin by doing this crime, which the holy books of Islam do actually command their followers to do. By taking the lives of those who tempted him, he would have cleansed himself in Allah's eyes, and his death would have been that of a martyr for Islam. I've also made a video on homosexuality and Christian absolution if anyone is interested in comparing the two beliefs. Of course, according to so many memes, tweets, and angry comments, all of these connections don't mean a thing because some are more concerned with protecting what they assume to be an oppressed minority group rather than to understand the facts surrounding the crime itself. They refuse and will fight you tooth and nail to not even allow anyone to make the connections or give them any form of credence despite the evidence to the contrary. Even going so far as to call someone like Timothy McVeigh a Christian, as demonstrated by this post circulating around Facebook. Even when I corrected the person who posted this picture with the fact that McVeigh was not a Christian and said before he committed his act of terrorism that he was an agnostic who claimed his religion was science, after stating that fact, this was the response I got. He fell out of touch with religion, but maintain the core beliefs and morals. This is the very definition of a delusion. What is even more strange is after this person put up that meme, clearly without looking into the facts concerning it, he posts this comment deriding a Christian for not doing their research into Christianity. Good thing the guy is not a hypocrite or anything. This is why the answer to the question who or what is responsible for all of this remains unanswerable, at least within the public sphere, because of a small percentage of people who would rather shout down opposing voices of dissent while actively denying the facts. As a Christian myself, I'm always going to say the heart problem is and always will be sin and rebellion. That is true, and it never changes whatever sinful or deplorable action may occur. That being said, the external factors of both the religion of the shooter and his possible sexual desires cannot be overlooked. Even though some will rush to condemn Christianity, let's be clear, Nowhere in the New Testament does Jesus or the apostles command the spread of Christianity by the sword or to deal with sin in that way. Muhammad did. Jesus nor the apostles believed we had to kill or become martyrs in order to absolve some hidden sin. Muhammad, the high prophet and founder of the Muslim faith, did. We need to stop ignoring the facts just because the SJW activists scream the loudest. We have to stop letting these stupid hashtags define cultural discussion on the matter. When human life has been lost and may still be at stake, it's time to put aside these childish antics and get straight to the heart of the problem. Will my pleas be answered? Probably not. But I couldn't stand it if I didn't say something about it. I mean, this happened in my state. Orlando's like a second home to me, and I have some of my best memories while being in that city. Finally, I'll leave you with a satirical look at our current cultural climate. The Babylon Bee, basically the Christian version of The Onion, reported that after the shooting in Orlando, radical, extremist, hate-filled Christians decided to put their oppressive views into action by praying for the victims of the shooting. Even though that is a satirical piece, think about it. One insane criminal's beliefs are not supposed to be questioned, but another person's beliefs are supposed to be questioned, simply because the loudest, most obnoxious, and uninformed voices say so. Friends, it's time we start thinking with common sense.